Welcome to this video tutorial. We're going to look at how to write an A-star paragraph using an example from paper 1 education. So what are the components of a fantastic paragraph? So firstly, you need AO1 and you want to show really good knowledge of what you are being asked for. And this is where you are going to give relevant keywords, theories, and possibly even studies to show how good your AO1 is. Secondly, you will then need to show why is it relevant, and that's where you are going to link it back to the question. And finally, you will gain AO3 from analysis by breaking down the explanation a little bit further, looking at it from a different angle, and finally giving some evaluation. So here is the exam question from A-level paper 1 education that we are going to explore, and it's asking you for the sociological explanations for class differences in educational achievement. And we're going to explore an example paragraph, and I'm going to break it down showing how you are hitting all of those skills. So firstly, we have got in green our AO1. So this student has wrote, the first external factor affecting working class underachievement is language. According to cultural deprivation theorist, working class children are not taught to use the elaborate speech code, and that was stolen from the item. And we're going to back it up by giving a little bit of an explanation to why language is acting as a barrier. So this student has talked about Bernstein. He talks about having two types of speech code, the restricted and the elaborate, and they explain that the working class speak in a restricted speech code. They also show knowledge of what that is. It's short, grammatically incorrect, possibly slang, context-bound speech, and this speech does not stimulate cognitive thinking as it is not analytical. So lots of knowledge there about language as an explanation. Then you have got to link it to the question. The question was asking you, how is it affecting class differences in achievement? So this student then explicitly links it to the question. This is causing working class underachievement. Schools speak in the elaborate code. For example, teachers do, the exam questions do, and this shows the way that working class families speak in the home does not develop this cognitive skill needed for school. So that will get you some AO2. You've linked it to an explicit class, and also you have linked it to achievement. So we're not going to stop there, because now we're going to make a comparison to middle class children, and this is going to get you some fantastic analysis marks. This is where you are going to dig deeper in your explanation, look at it from a different angle. So middle class children who are taught to speak in the elaborate code, grammatically complex sentences, are able to understand the teacher a lot easier in class. They read and answer exam questions correctly, and that leads to the higher level of achievement. And that is what we use as analysis, making that comparison between middle class and working class kids. So let's do a little bit more AO3. So this next little bit has got a little bit more analysis, because we are going to show how some of the factors interlink, that there's a relationship, that some of these factors are not in isolation, and often offer a little bit of an evaluation as well. Okay, so we start off by saying internal factors may also have an impact on working class underachievement. And it is because the schools are failing to teach the working class how to use the elaborate code. So that in itself from Troyner and Williams is a bit of a critique of school. Okay, they also say that schools hold a speech hierarchy, valuing working class and black speech the lowest. But it's also analysis as well, because you are showing that something that's happening in the child's home life is having a knock-on effect into their school life. So the student then concludes it is not just home background that causes working class failure, it is also the fault of the school. So hopefully I have clearly demonstrated that a really good paragraph hits all the skills. It is sound, conceptually detailed knowledge, it is linked to the question, and it shows analysis and evaluation. So a massive thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, please put it down in the comment section, and have a go at writing another paragraph for a similar style question, and try and hit all those fantastic skills to get yourself an A star.